Hello friends, I am Ankit and welcome to my channel. I am here with my daily predictions and analysis for gold, Dow Jones and NASDAQ100. Can you see the levels in which both all these instruments are trading since the day? Now recall the analysis which I shared early in the day with the Asia session for all these three instruments. Be it gold, 1967 is the low. I told you to go short at 1972 and 1967 is the target. Precisely that has happened, and on the upside it failed to go above 1980 1982 zone. At the same time, similarly with US 100 failing to go or failing to trade above 14 to 80 and failing to trade below 14180. Similarly with US 30 to 34,700 providing it a very strong resistance. Now what is going to happen? We are going to look with the help of candlestick charts and indicators. We'll try to find out the trading behavior of these instruments and the trading range along with the targets. So don't forget to watch till the end. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment friends, and keep yourself updated with the next video which is going to be up as tomorrow is a holiday. So yes, there is not going to be any video tomorrow. So yes, but daily morning I share a video with Asia session also, which includes oil, natural gas, gold, silver, Dow Jones, FTSE, Germany, Nasdaq and Nifty, all of this in just one video in few minutes. So do watch that. Now let's start the day with gold first. Gold right now trading at 1977 levels, and if you look at the daily charts for gold, it has seen a low at 1967. Before we come to the daily charts, let's have a look at the 4-hour charts here. Now look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour chart, see, this was the down move and now this is the breakout here. So it is trying to trade with a rise. 1974 is the support. Once it breaks 1974, then only I will recommend you to go short. Then the target is again going to be towards 1967, which is going to be strong support. Till the time it is above 1974, and yes, I will not recommend, rather I will stick to my previous analysis. 1972 levels, you can go short at 1974, then 1972 will come into picture, which may provide a support. Below that we may see it hitting 1967 levels, and then 1965 and below levels should come into picture. On the upside, breaking this zone at 1980. Here if it breaks 1980 and trades above 1980, you can assume that it is going to head towards 1983. That is the target, and once it trades above 1983, then 1985.5 should come into picture. Beyond that, it is going to fly beyond 1985.5. It is going to fly towards 1991 1997 levels. Right now if you look at what I am trying to show, see, this is what it is trying to trade within, and the high is at around 1985, and you can see very clearly this is trying to trade within this channel now 1985, and the support at around 1967. It may try to continue trading within this zone itself. A short entry below 1974 can be taken. A long entry above 1985 can be taken here. On the downside, the support here appears to be at around 1972, 1967, 1965, and below that we may see a stronger crash on the downside on towards 1960 and 1950 levels. On the upside, if it breaks beyond 1985, nobody will stop it to go till 1991, 1997, 98, even 2000 levels can also be expected. Now look at the 4-hour chart. Stochastic looking at the comfortable zone, but stochastic has just MACD has just crossed over here, so indicating a probable bearishness. RSI is near to upward limit here. Now look at the 3-hour charts. On the 3-hour charts too, you can find this is the channel in which it was trading. This is the reversal and now trying to break out. So probably we may see a breakout on gold, and we can expect 1985. First target 1983, then 1985 can be expected. With the stop loss at 1974, one can remain long on gold. One can expect higher levels here. At the same time, breaking 1974, again 1970, 1967 can be expected. See, 3-hour stochastic looking upwards, but it is MACD has just crossed over here and running parallel, indicating probable bearishness. RSI not showing any signs. Coming back to the daily charts, and before that, let's have a look at the 2-hour charts also. On the 2-hour charts, similarly, you can find this is the reversal, and probably if it trades above this zone, first of all, it may complete this reversal there, and if it trades above this zone, then only I will consider this as bullish, and that is why I say 1982, 1985 levels are going to be stronger resistance for gold for the day. and yes, below 1974 you can go short again. 2 hour stochastic looking upwards. MACD is sell on the sell side, however it is trying to converge and probably cross over on the buy side here. Similarly on the hourly charts, if you look at, similarly on the hourly charts is stochastic looking upwards, breakout candle here looking bullish. However, only breaking 1982 1985 one can remain long. Now look at the daily charts. On the daily candle, higher lows is seen, candle is forming a tail, and now if you see it trading beyond this zone which is clearly at 1985, if you see it trading beyond 1985, how many points you can expect? You can at least expect 10 points move, which might take it towards 1991 and 1995 levels. In fact, it can try to hit 2000 levels also. So trade with caution. It appears to be bullish. One can remain long on gold with the stop loss at 1974. Now look at this. The daily stochastic is overbought here. Hence a drop can be expected. But if not today, it may be next week. MACD has just crossed over. RSI not showing any signs here. So considering this, let me give you the trading levels for the day. So let's talk about where to go long. One can remain long till the time it is above, rather now I will say 1981 you can go long. The nearest resistance at 1983, then 1985.5. So beyond this, one can expect a sharper rise towards 1991, then 1995, and beyond that it will fly towards 1997 and 2000 levels. So yes, but these levels are going to remain till here. It can reverse any point of time. Till here it can reverse any point of time, so we have to be very cautious. Also on the downside, I will recommend you to take a short entry only beyond 1973.5 levels. Below this it will hit 1970, then 1967, and this time breaking 1967, 1964.5 is there, and below that we can expect a sharper drop towards 1960, and then 1950 levels can also be expected. So yes, you can take your positions accordingly. However, a larger swing in between these levels, as I told in the morning also, can be expected, and it may try to remain, or it may try to trade within these levels itself. So take your positions accordingly. Also till the time it is above 1974 levels, one can remain bullish. One can expect 1981 1985 levels, which it may try to achieve. So take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at NASDAQ 100. Now this is the 4-hour charts for Nasdaq 100, clearly indicating after this is trying to reverse from here, and this is a breakout candle. The movement was not so sharp, however now it may try to come back till towards 14100, which may be a very strong support, first at 14140, then 14100. So yes, if it trades below 14180, you can go short for 14140, 14100 and 14080. Below that it may come back till towards 14050 and 14000. These levels are going to remain a fairly strong support levels for Nasdaq 100, which may try to prevent it from any further drop. Look at the 4-hour charts here at 14000 levels, strong support exists. And look at the daily stochastic, it 4-hour stochastic overbought and hence looking downwards from here. MACD trying to converge here, and yes, we may see a couple of red candles there, and that is what we are observing. RSI not showing any signs there. Look at the 3-hour charts, very clearly it is trying to form a symmetry. Probably after this, either this candle, when the market opens, it may try to come back till towards 14100, which is going to remain a fairly strong support, and then 14000 also. So a probable target till 14100 can be achieved, and below that we may see a stronger drop. So take your positions accordingly. But look at the 3-hour stochastic looking downwards, MACD trying to converge and crossover, RSI looking downwards here. On the 2-hour charts also similarly you can find that it is trying to form a symmetry. The next candle, if it drops below 14140 levels, we may see a sharper drop, which will try to take it towards 14050, 14000. And see, it has to cover the zone till here, 3900. So probably we may see a good drop again, which might take it towards. So first I will be watchful of 14100. If it breaks 14100, then 14020, 14000 zone will come into picture, and if it breaks that, we may remain strongly bearish on Nasdaq 100 and we may see a good break. Now look at the daily chart. Now look at the daily charts, the daily candle. So if you see the previous candle, lower highs, higher lows, and this time it was breaking out of this zone, now again falling back here. So if you see it trading below 14180, I told you in morning itself, if you see it trading below 14180, one can go short for 14140, 14100, 14000. In fact, below that we may see 13900 also. So take your positions accordingly. The daily stochastic looking upwards from here, indicating probable bullishness. MACD trying to converge and cross over on the buy side. RSI not showing any signs there. So considering this, let me give you the trading levels for the day. First of all, it is largely going to remain, that is what I expect, that probably we may see a good swing here on Nasdaq 100. One can, let's talk about where to go long. So I'll recommend now to go long at 14300 only. Beyond 14300, next target is 14350, 14400, and if it passes beyond this, we can expect 14500 also. I don't expect that it is going to fly that strong, but these are markets, anything is possible. At the same time, you can go short at 14180, and then 14140 should be a very strong support. 14100 is going to be the strongest support. If it breaks 14100, one can remain short. Then 14050, 14020, and 14000, these are going to be the good milestones. Below that, we can expect it to drop till towards 13900 levels. So I'll be recommending you to go short only at 14180 and a long at about 14300. It may try to swing or may not show real move in between these levels, and in fact, if it shows a real move, that is a drop or a rise any point of time, it may try to come back to this zone at 14200, 14250. Probably it may try to close the day at around these levels. So take your positions accordingly and trade with caution, trade with strict stop loss. Don't trade with your bias. So take your positions accordingly. Now let's have a look at US30. For US30, as I told today morning, 34 700 800 zone. Only if it breaks, then I will consider this as bullish. Specifically 34 800, if it breaks, then I will remain bullish on US30, else it may try to trade within range. Now yes, you can take a long above 34 650, and then 34 700 is the target, very nearby resistance, but it is going to remain a safe entry. Right now it has already achieved this, now trading with a drop, so I'll be cautious again. Now look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour charts, you can clearly see it is trying to rise. Bulls are not taking the control here and trying to trade within this channel. The highs again 34 700, and then the lows here at around 34 550, very much available. In between these levels 34 550 to 700, we have to remain little bit cautious there. Below 34 700, we can expect that we might see a good drop till towards 34 500, 34 600, 34 sorry, below 34 700, we can expect it to come back till towards 34 550, which is going to remain a strong support, and below that you can expect it to come back to 34 500, 34 400 levels, which are going to remain a stronger support here. On the 4-hour chart, it is largely overbought, hence if it drops, we should not be surprised. MACD may try to converge and we may see a red candle. RSI not showing any signs on the 4-hour charts. On the 3-hour charts, if you look at on the 3-hour charts, similarly it tried to rise, higher highs have been achieved. Now look at this, if you consider this is the pivot, it is giving lower lows here. So now the support again same 500, 34 550, 34 500 levels are going to remain the support. 34 700 is largely going to remain the resistance there. And yes, don't take a position in between 34 720 to 34 540 levels. In between these 140 points, we have to be a little bit cautious. The 3-hour stochastic looking downwards, MACD trying to converge, RSI not showing any signs here. And if you look at the 2-hour chart, similarly on the 2-hour chart, see rise, minor retracement, a rise again, and see lower highs. So yes, until it breaks 34 600, I will not recommend you to go long. Then 34 550 is going to remain the target, and then below that you can expect a further sharper fall towards 34 500, 34 400 and below levels. Below 34 400, you can expect a sharper correction here towards 34 200 levels. And on the upside, beyond 34,700, it may try to directly lend towards 34,800 levels. 2 hour stochastic looking upwards, MACD trying to remain largely parallel here. And if you look at the daily charts, on the daily charts, see the candle is still green, it has got its support here, and it is trading beyond this channel. So one point, and see the previous candle, higher lows and lower highs is what we can see. So now it is trying to break out beyond this, and the support at 34,500 should come into picture. If it trades below 34,500, then 34,380 should be a very strong support. So I'll be watchful of that. Today appears largely we may see a little move, but yes, there are going to be strong resistance on the upside towards 34,700 and 800. The move today is indicative that yes, it is bullish, but however not very much. And yes, there is a very strong support on the downside. That is what the charts are indicating right now, indicating that we may see a range bound movement. Stochastic looking upwards, MACD trying to converge and crossover, RSI not showing any signs. So considering this, let me give you the trading levels for the day. See, since it has already seen 34,700, which I had predicted today as the target, it has already seen. Now I will be recommending you to go long only at 34,720 rather. Beyond this, you can expect 34,800, and if it breaks this, if is taken, you can expect directly it landing to 34,930 and 35,000 levels. In fact, beyond that, it may fly high. These are markets, anything is possible. Beyond this, sky is the limit. And on the downside, if you see this trading below 34,540, you can take a short entry for 34,500, and below that it will directly land to 34,400 levels. Then 34,345 should provide a support. Below that we may see a good fall towards 34,200 levels. However, it can try to swing largely between this zone 34,550 to 34,800. We may see it trading, or rather 34,500 to 34,800. You can take your positions either ways. Looking at highs, you can take a short, but looking at short, rather I will recommend, if you see at a drop, then you can take a long entry. Don't take a long entry on the upside. So I think that is going to be the larger strategy. And yes, don't trade without a stop loss. Put a trading stop loss if you, and enter only if you see markets are reversing. So if you are entering at 34,500, enter only if you see a market or candle reversing from this point at or a 15-minute candle reversing from there, taking this as support. Then you can enter a long position, expecting it to come back till towards 34,700 levels, putting the stop loss there at cost, and let it get closed if it tries to bounce back, or if it tries to drop below this position again. Similarly, for the short entries at 34,800, you can adopt the same strategy. So take your positions accordingly, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Be a part of my Telegram channel, be a part of my VIP signals group. Reach out to me for any of your trading or trading related queries. My mentorship batch is starting soon. You can be part of this, and the strategy start will definitely help you become a profitable trader. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day. Thank you.